from the station you count on for local news that matters. This is KARK for today.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for waking up with us here at 5 a.m. on your Tuesday morning. I'm DJ Williams, and this is Claire Kreitz.
Yeah, a lot to get to this morning, and a lot of kids are enjoying a snow day. Many schools are closed today because of road conditions.
That's where we're going to find our Dorothea Wilson. Well, she's out right now with trying to give people an update of what those roads look like. And Dorothea, you said earlier the interstates seem, obviously they still could be slick, but they seem that ARDOT's done a great job. But, you know, if you were to give people an idea of what it looks like on the roads getting to the interstate, what do those look like?
Yep, so if you take a look with me, well, first of all, good morning, everybody. And I do want to show a piece of my snowman. I'm trying to get a snowman here, but the snow is a little bit too powdery to do that, but I'm still working on it. You see, I got a good handy dandy tool here, so I'll work that out. Now, if you take a look with me, this is one of the side roads that gets you to the interstate. Now, we talked a little bit about, and I know you can probably see really good, or you may not, but we talked a little bit about the roads are not exactly clear for the way to get to the interstate, and there is something called black ice that you really want to be careful of, because what black ice is, it's once the snow kind of melts just a little bit, it starts to take the color of the road, so you actually think it's the road, but it's technically not. It's still ice, and it's very, very slick, so you really want to be careful out here. So you see there is still some ice here, and it is a little dark in color, so that again would be considered black ice. So you want to be careful when you're getting to the road. But again, ARDOT has done a fantastic job with making sure the interstates are clear, which you can see right here. This is right downtown, right off of 630, and you can see a little bit where it's clear over there, but then right on the side street there is some snow and some black ice. So make sure to be careful. But in the meantime, if you don't have to leave your home, don't leave your home. There are lots of things you can do and ways you can enjoy the snow. We're going to sled a little bit later. I'm gonna see if I can get a snowman or at least a snow cone or something. But in the meantime, you guys, back to you. Yes, and you know what, DJ, I'm laughing because it is so cold out here. That is funny. That is absolutely insane. The wind is blowing. Look at this. I mean, the snow is actually coming from off the ground because of the wind, because it's so powdery, and my snowman here is just no life to it at all. But to talk about those roads, so like I mentioned earlier, ARDOT did a fabulous job with making sure that the interstate is nice and clear. As you can see, there are some cars traveling down the interstate. We're right off of 630 here, and they're traveling nice and smoothly because they have done a great job of making sure that was clear. But I do want people to take extreme precaution with the side roads here, because if you notice, these side roads, they still have snow, and even though the snow, from driving, may have melted down a little bit, there's something called black ice that you have to be careful of. And what black ice is, it's when the ice starts to change color and look like it's the ground, but it's actually still ice. So it's really still very sleek. So if you can see, it's really hard. If I tap, you can still see that there's some ice there, and it's really sleek. So people have to be very, very careful with that, thinking that it's the ground or thinking that it's the road, but it's actually still ice. Other than that, it's amazing out here. Other than cold, you see the wind. My hair is blowing all in my face because the wind is really, really blowing out here, but it's beautiful. It's nice and white. The snow is not particularly cooperating with me with my snowman, but I'm gonna get something together. I do see Claire's ice angel from yesterday, so we'll take a look at that and we'll see if I can make one better. In the meantime, you guys, stay warm in there. Back to you. Hi, good morning. Yes, so I'm out here. The wind is blowing. It is nice and cold, so if you have to come out, bundle up. But if you can see right here on the side roads, now earlier I let you know that ARDOT did a great job with the interstates. If you can see over there on 630, cars are nice and rolling by because the roads are nice and clear. But if you see this side street right here, you'll still see that there's some snow and a little bit of ice, and that's because the side roads haven't been cleared yet too much. So you want to be careful when you're getting on the side roads to get onto the interstate, because there's a thing called black ice, and that could be really tricky because it can have you to believe that the roads are clear, but it's still icy and slick. So be careful of that. Now here's to the good part. Now yesterday, I know Claire was with you because I had a day off, and she made a snow angel. So what I'm gonna do is show you how you can have fun in this winter weather if you're still at home. And I'm gonna make a snow angel, and we'll see which one is the best. Now mind you, this is my very first time because I did not grow up in the snow, so I don't know how to maneuver snow too well, but I'm gonna get down there and see if I can do a better job. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so you do like this. All right, let's see, Claire. Ooh. Mine has cool ridges in it from my jacket, I guess, but mine isn't so cool at all. It kind of looks, you know what? It's kind of cute, but I think definitely Claire won that one. But you guys, there's lots you can do in the snow, but the first thing, keep the main thing. You want to make sure that you're safe out here on the roads. The interstates are clear, but the side roads are still snowy, and there's still enough snow for you to enjoy with your family and friends. You know, I kind of have some ridges in there. Do you see that? I kind of think mine is cute, even though Claire's is a little more prominent. You can see my ridges in there. But DJ, in the meantime, back to you.
Yeah, what are you giving that out of 10?
I mean, I feel like I'm a little biased
Yeah, what are you
since
giving it?
this is a competition here. But if I'm gonna, I'll rate it an 8.
It's generous. Generous.
What were you gonna rate it?
Maybe 7. You know.
Oh, okay.
Well, she had foot in elbow in hand, and it's, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's our first time, though. We'll work on it.
We'll work on it. She'll get to practice.
All right, fair enough.
Yes, good morning, DJ. Good morning, Claire. So I'll still tell you a quick bit about the roads. The interstates are nice and clear. ARDOT has done a great job with that. The side roads here are still a bit icy, so you want to be careful. Make sure you're mindful of black ice. That's when the grounds look like it's ground, but it's actually ice, so it's still a little sleek and slippery, so you want to be careful with that. But yes, on to the good part. You see that car is going nice and carefully, but on to the good part. Yes, this is my first experience with snow, so needless to say, I'm excited about it and a little crazy, you know, scared, because I feel challenged because Claire did a whole bunch of stuff yesterday in the snow, so I want to make sure that I give you that same energy. However, if I fall off the sled, don't laugh at me, okay? All right, but this is one of the things that you can do with your family and friends if you're home and you don't have to go to work. So here we go. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Okay. Oh, wow. So that's one of the things that you can do. I think I may need a bigger sled, but you can see if you're on a higher hill, you can go much further and much faster. Back to you guys.
DJ's not impressed. I am impressed, Dorothea. That was great.
You're impressed?
Yes, I'm impressed.
That was all about 6 feet.
This is our first time.
All right, I'm going to let it slide, Dorothea. I'm going to need you to venture around, maybe find a little bit bigger hill. All right, I need you to get that true experience. Oh, Lord, I'm sorry. I tried to, you know.
Come on. Give her a little bit of a break.
It's exhilarating. My heart was pumping right there.
Me
All right,
too.
is that what you want to hear?
Yes, it is.
All right, fair.